Our route ahead is foretold in the cuts over the sea, under the stars. We're so far from the shore, still we want so much more, like a wave breaking through on the vast ocean blue. The fate so unsure, what adventures in store, sailing to a new life with our big dreams inside. So keep your eyes on you, eyes on. Set adrift, a new land lies and wait. Though we're stranded, the future looks great. Our return is foretold in the cards as we learn.
Out of play, you can use the page up and page down keys or the mouse wheel to scroll through previously viewed text. Clicking the right mouse button will bring up the game menu. Finally, if you're replaying the game in search of a new ending, holding down the control key will fast forward through text you've already seen. Choose day and game difficulty now. It will influence the starting relationship values and the amount of time left before the game ends. You can change the simulation difficulty later too in the options menu. Yeah, we'll just go read intro. Heileen, sigh. Where will fate take me now? From the moment I started my journey to the new world, my life has its ups and downs. I think mostly with the latter, though. It all started with that cursed shipwreck. I lost everyone I knew and loved. Marie, my best friend. John, someone I met during our voyage. Otto, my rich uncle. And Lorna, Otto's lover. I was all alone, stranded on an uncharted island. Away from human civilization, away from all my friends. I would have surely gone mad and died if Ibile and Robert, former slaves rescued by Laura and Otto, hadn't found me. Then one day I came across a mysterious map, a map which led us to finding a way off that island. This is explaining what happened in Heileen 2. And that way out was in the form of a pirate ship. The pirates didn't trust us at first, especially Juliet. She was initially hostile, but with Abile's help, I somehow managed to unruffle her feathers a bit. The pirates had a leader named Morgan, whom I knew in the past as a young kid named Marcus. He used to be my classmate. He was the poor boy I lent money to. Thanks to my past generosity, Morgan trusted me and agreed to let us stay on the ship. And now here I was, beginning a new chapter of my journey. Here on this pirate ship, I wonder what else fate has in store for me. I'm feeling quite nervous right now, but I'm also really excited. I hope that we'll start searching for everyone else as soon as possible. I agree, the sooner we know they're safe, the better. Yes, but remember, Holly, this is not our ship, and we're not prioritising our needs. The wench is right. We don't really have any solid reasons to help you, do we? Why do you want to rush us anyway? I just want to see my friends again. I want to find out if they're all okay. In order for me to accomplish that as soon as possible, you guys have to help. Finding missing people who got lost from a shipwreck is quite difficult, you know. But you did tell us that you'd help, right? Ha! We have helped already too much already. If we're going to help you find your friends, what's in it for us? Juliet smirked and stretched her open hand towards me as if asking for a payment of some sort. Tell them Otto will reward them. I'm a nose of mine who's well known unknown merchant of Liverpool. If we find him, we'll surely be able to pay a king's ransom. Just name your price and you'll be as good as done. Spare me your cute little lies. You didn't look like an overdoer in front. You had barely decent clothing on you. Stuck on a desert island. How was I supposed to find clothing there? I'm too busy trying to survive. Laughing. Surely you would be the same if you were stuck on an island, Juliet. Besides, I know she's not lying. What? Are you under her spell already? Oh, surely I am not. Juliet looked at Morgan with her mouth slightly open. Disbelief in her face. If you only knew who I really was, Juliet, if you only knew. Morgan paced around a bit and then stopped. He looked at Rob and then finally at me. The look in his face told me he had made his decision. My heart was pounding like a drum, pleased to him say yes. I guess we'll just have to think of payment later. We'll focus on finding your friends first. Whew, thank goodness. Thank you so much, Morgan. You don't know how grateful I am. You're welcome, Heileen. Now we should start. Hey, I'm just going to test my opinion first. I really don't really want to help them if I'm not going to get any of that. He's a leader here, Juliet. Juliet started to snap back and hesitated at the last moment. And you should apologise to Heileen. Why should I? Like I said earlier, you've helped them out too much already. This is way more than I could ever imagine. We are pirates, not charity workers. You don't have to worry so much, Julian. I have a strong feeling that helping Heileen and her friends will benefit us. Oh, sure, a feeling. Okay, then have it your way, leader. Juliet walked away, muttering words that none of us could decipher. Does the woman hate us? Nah, ignore her. I'll give her some time to cool down and I'll get to it later. Robert shrugged and I left with Ibile. I was about to follow them when... Heileen? Yes? I turned my head and saw that Morgan walked up behind me. He was so close that I could clearly see his handsome features. He was really good looking, and I feel myself getting attracted to him. Oh my. He's staring into my eyes. Is he going to kiss me? I stood still, preparing myself for what might happen, but he didn't do what I expected. Instead, he stepped back for a bit, pointed his finger to my left, and asked me a question. Is that black cat yours? What? I looked in the direction he was pointing, and I said, Black! I can't believe it, he was with us all along. Black! Ah, so he is yours. I found him on a nearby island. I decided to keep him. He might make himself useful by hunting the bothersome rats. Ha, when it comes to rats, leave it to Black. I'll get the job done. Did I just hear Black talk? That's impossible, I can only talk to him in my dreams. Morgan left and I approached Black. Hey Black, come here. Black came over to me and started rubbing against my leg, purring softly. Where have you been all this time, Black? I was following you guys, but then I got lost and Morgan found me. You can talk? Yes, but I think you're the only one who can understand me. I picked up Black, cradling him in my arms and took him with me to my cabin. I set him down on my bed and started caressing his soft fur. Black? How exactly is it possible that I can talk to you? I'm not sure. Maybe it's magic, or maybe because you're the only person who cares about me so much. I see. How this happened doesn't matter, Heileen. All that matters is that I'm here. You can always come to me if you ever have problems. I will, thanks, Black. To save your game at any time, click on the save button just appeared at the top left area of your screen. You can before I forget, I have to tell you something. What is it? Your explanation is in the virtue system, and if you didn't watch the second part, I think you should watch the second part before you'll have more of an idea what's going on. But starting from now on, every choice you make, no matter how unimportant you think it is, will shape your destiny. I'm sorry, man, but I'm afraid I don't understand what you're talking about. Do you remember the tarot cards from the island? Yes, what about them? The cards rule the 7 sins, 7 virtues, right? Each and every human being's life can be defined by them. Do you remember when you were trying to persuade Morgan and Juliet, choices that change who you are? Wait a minute, what I decided to do was something that was not very good. During that occasion, your choice was an example of a sin of greed. And other choices you encounter, results will be immediately shown to you. Like, am I going to hell? The way I persuaded them a while ago, it wasn't really a good demonstration of one of the 7 virtues. Don't worry, Heileen, there will be lots of opportunities for you to change yourself. Change yourself, Madam in the mirror. You are to be faced with situations where you have to make choices that will change who you are. And since the virtues are the exact opposite of sins, you'll be able to undo those sins by applying the virtues to your choices. This is a new bit. For example, if you get too angry and show them more wrath, you'll be able to undo that by showing some patience and vice versa. This is a new bit. But you don't really have to get too caught up in it. You can be whoever you want, and you can also take any path you choose. So I honestly hope that you choose to follow the path of the virtues. Matt started to explain it some more, but allowed not disturbed us. I opened the door and Juliet came barging in. Come out of there, I need to tell you something. Oh no, I hope she's calmed down a little. If she's still as angry as she was earlier, I'm probably doomed. I followed her out of my cabin, my hands trembling. What is she going to do? Wait. Is that Libby and Robert over there? Thank goodness, I should be safe for now. Why is she wearing tattered clothes and they've put me in this big frock shit thing? It doesn't make sense. Listen here, Birdie, even if Morgan agreed to help you, your stay on the ship is definitely not free. What do you mean? Like I told you earlier, we don't have any money on us, we can't pay you. I know that. You can pay yourself by making yourselves useful. So you better think of something you can help with fast. Abile and Rob paused and thought for a bit. A few seconds later, Abile came up with something. I can cook, and I know a few natural remedies that will help you if you're sick. That's good, what about you? Juliet looked at Robert, who thought some more before answering. I hunt and cut wood well. I don't think that's enough. Those skills only come handy when we make our stops at various colonies. You have to make yourself useful here on the ship as well. Robert tried to think of other ideas, but Juliet beat him to it. You're a good fighter, right? Yes. That's good, then you'll become my sparring partner. You should be proved to be quite a challenge with those muscles of yours. Robert nodded and Juliet smiled, a pleased look on her face. Does she like Robert? I think Abile just noticed that too. Is there any other way? Why? Do you have a problem with that? Abile looked at Juliet as if she wanted to slap her. I do not like the idea of what? Abile stepped forward, eyebrows furrowed and our hands clenched into fists. If I didn't know better, I would have imagined sparks flying off her. Juliet just stood there looking at Abile as if she was purposely provoking her. This is not good. Maybe I should get out of here while I have the chance. Then, as if he sensed the brewing disaster, Robert approached Abile and took her hand in his. Do not worry, we only practice for fighting, nothing more. clear-eyed look from Juliet to Robert, and her face slowly softened. I'm sorry. Juliet laughed to herself and shook her head, and then she turned to me. What about you? What should I tell her? I could say I've been educated in a very good school, but I don't know how that would help her. I'm waiting. I'm afraid I don't really have any real skills, so I'm not sure how I should help out. I'm a really fast learner though. If you teach me something, I'll have it mastered in just a few minutes. Juliet raised an eyebrow and looked at me as if I was a huge, pathetic lump. If you don't make yourself useful with something, I'll throw you to the sharks. What? Laughing, I was kidding. Morgan actually told me you were free to do anything you want here. Phew, glad to know that Morgan is looking out for me. I'm not done yet, so what that silly look of excitement off your face. Sorry. You still have to show us that you're actually doing something. So don't even think about just laying around all day. If you do, that shark joke might stop being a joke. Yes, ma'am. I don't know, Morgan is giving you special treatment. If it were me, I would have made you clean all of our cabins. Why does this one hate me? I should probably get going, but let me tell you one more thing. We are nearing our pilot cove, Port Royal. Prepare yourself, we're there in 2 days. Juliet were left without another word. What do you think Port Royal will be like? I don't know, but I hope it will be nice there. Me too. Psst, Heileen. Huh? I turned back to my room and saw Black trying to get my attention. Come here, I have to tell you something. Belay, Robert. I'd like to go back to my room for a while. Please excuse me. Okay, see you later, Heileen. Bye. I followed Black into my room and he made himself comfortable on my bed. Is something the matter? You sure are lucky that Morgan is giving you the freedom to do anything you want. Yeah, but Juliet doesn't seem too happy about it. Just show you that you keep him busy and you'll be fine. How am I supposed to do that? Well, on the ship you can do a limited range of activities. They're just useful to raise your basic skills. Your strength, endurance, dexterity, cunning, wisdom, charisma, and languages. So it's a bit more RPG-ish, I gather. When the ship stops on a colony, though, that's when the fun starts. There are lots of advanced activities you can do there. Woo! We'll be in there 2 days. Each of those activities will require 2 basic skills to be at a certain level and will raise your advanced skills. All of the advanced skills will help you shape your destiny and finally decide who you are. The advanced skills are faith, farming, medicine, woodcutting, herbalism, teaching, repair, dancing, cooking, trading, decorum, logic, fencing, leadership. But remember this, Heileen, if you're too tired or if your energy is low, you won't be able to improve your skills. Alright, how do I recover? Simply come back here and have a nap with me. When you do that, you feel a lot better. Thanks, sir, I remember that. One last thing, while the basic activities can only be done alone, you can invite someone to each advanced activity once you've found all the missing friends. Depending on the activity, your partner might grant you a bonus or a penalty. Did you get all that? Yes, thanks, Black. No problem. Giving advice is what I do best. Well, other than catching rats and keeping you company, that is. Oh, and Heileen, before I forget, each day is divided into 4 parts: Monday, midday, evening and night. On each part of the day, someone might ask for your help or something else might happen. Click on the status button at the top right of the screen and press the yes key to access this status screen at any time during the game. Yeah, whatever. You can click on all the buttons labels to get quick help. Try clicking on the displayed day or the energy bar, for example. On the status screen, you can see your current virtue sins situation, your relationship with each character, and your skills. Next screen you'll see is a daily activity screen. You can now decide every day what activities you want to do. Choose your activity. over, I decided to take a walk and explore the ship a little. When I arrived on the bridge, though, I stumbled upon an ugly sight. Some of the pirates were interrogating Ibile and Robert. What do you want here? Tell us the truth. I don't understand what you're talking about. Please, leave us alone. Oh, sure. Pretending to be naive, are we? Leave now before I get mad. You don't scare us, big guy. Last time we checked, there were only 2 of you and a lot of us. What are they doing? This is not right. Hey! What? Why are you bullying my friends? Your friends? Didn't they kidnap you? No, they didn't. What makes you think that? It's just that they look very different from us. They don't look like you can be trusted at all. But they're really good people, so please stop it. The pirates ignored my request and returned interrogating Robert and Bile again. Why are they acting like that? Just because they look different doesn't mean they can't be trusted. Maybe if both Robert and Abina started wearing some proper clothes, the pirates might tone down on hostility. That's it, the pirates used to bully me when I was wearing rags. Maybe the same goes for them. Right, I should tell Morgan about it. I left the scene and made my way to Morgan's cabin, praying that Robert had controlled his temper. I arrived in front of his cabin door and knocked on it a few times. Who is it? It's me, Heileen. Morgan opened the door and invited me inside. Is there something you need? Yes, it's about Ibile and Robert. What about them? Can you give me some proper clothes, outfits? I'm giving them unwanted attention. I'm sorry, but I can't do that. What? Why not? Juliet gave me some. I thought you were friending her, so why wouldn't you give my friends any? I'm sorry, I may be nice than Juliet, but I just can't give Ibile and Robert new clothes. If I become too generous, other members of the crew will start doubting my leadership. Oh, come on. Robert's and Ibile's well-being are at stake here. Give them new clothes as a reward for their hard work. But didn't Ibile and Robert agree to work hard for you? You should reward their diligence somehow. Diligence! Morgan laughed out loud and shook his head. I mean, everyone on board has to work. Really now? What does that include, Juliet? Morgan's laughter faded away on his face. A smile on his face turned into a frown. I wonder, what does Juliet do on the ship aside from roaming around telling everyone what to do? Maybe if she provides some services. Services is often private that are reserved for only you. She's just a friend, Heileen. Oh really, what kind of friend? A special friend? Will you stop talking about Juliet? Fine then. Don't worry, I will reward Ibile and Robert's hard work. You have convinced me. I will give Robert and Ibile some new clothes. Really? Thank you so much. Under one condition, however. Name it. You don't have to sound so nervous. All you have to do is come with me to the colony and help me with some trades. Impressive skills and persuasion will prove to be quite useful. I don't know. What's it like in the colony? Morgan must have sensed the fear in my voice because he gave me a reassuring smile. Don't worry, everyone at the colony of Port Royal respects me. Should be fine as long as you stay close to me. Okay then, great. Now, then we'll be going to the colony next Sunday, don't forget that. Good. I better go then. Thanks for everything, Morgan. Yeah, sure. Good night, Heileen. Good night. I walked out of Morgan's cabin with a smile on my face. 1 second, if I can just write that down somewhere. Sunday night, Sunday. Choose your activity. Location. arrived and I woke up much earlier than usual. Good morning, Black. Morning. Yawns. Why are you up so early and why do you look so excited? Because I'll be going with Morgan to visit the colony for the first time today. Are you excited because you're visiting the colony for the first time or because you're on a date with Morgan? Please, Black, it's not a date, it's actually more like a business trip. Then why are you acting so nervous? It has got to be a date. Well, sort of. I knew it. But I'm only nervous because I'm going out to look alone, one of the most handsome men I have ever met. I've got to look perfect. Just be yourself, Heileen. That is all the perfection you'd ever need. Before I could reply to what Black said, I heard a knock on the door. Ah, it's open. I made a dash towards the door to open it, but I tripped up and ended up landing straight in someone's arms. Phew, that was close. I looked to see who my saviour was, and to my surprise it was Morgan. I felt my face turn red and I smiled at him to cover up any awkwardness. Sorry to ruin your moment, but are you done wasting our time? That voice is that Juliet? Ah, what on earth is she doing here? Whispering, why is she coming with us? Morgan eased me to my feet and laughed. I didn't say anything about just being the two of us, did I? Ah, if you had to bring someone else with us, why did you have to pick her? Get that frown off your face and follow us. Yes. I followed Juliet and Morgan to a small boat being rowed by two other pirates. And a few minutes later we arrived at the colony. Juliet and Morgan led me into a huge building where several pirates are seated around a big table. I don't know why, but seeing all of them here made me feel quite scared. Be strong, Birdie. It would be quite embarrassing if you fainted in front of everyone. Gee, thanks so much, Juliet. I feel much better now. Morgan started talking. I could barely understand what he was saying. After a few minutes of their discussion, I got completely lost and could not keep up anymore. If this continued for much longer, I was going to doze off. All of a sudden, one pirate stood up and introduced himself as James. Psst, Heileen. Yes? I want your opinion on this one, so pay attention to what he has to say. Okay. I want to stock my ship with extra food and perhaps extra weapons as well. It's only fair since I have been garnering nothing but excellent results lately. James stopped talking. Another pirate named Jim stood up and asked for basically the same thing. I have been obtaining excellent results as well, so I also demand a reward in terms of food and weaponry. Whispering. It seems that the other pirates are equally divided between James and Jim. Is that bad? No, not really. Things are mostly looking bad for us. Why is that? A lot of them know that Morgan has recently stopped getting bounty from ships. He has been busy helping you instead of doing his real job. They're just too scared to point it out yet. No one dares go up against the leader as undisputed as he is. I see. I watched James and Jim argue some more. Morgan asked the two of them to stop, then turned to look at me. So what do you think, Heileen? What? What do you think of James and Jim's situation? Do you have any opinions on the matter? The room fell silent as each and every pilot fixed their eyes on me. Gah! Why me? Why now? Why here? I wish I could just fly away from this place. What on earth am I supposed to tell them? Split everything evenly. I think we should split everything evenly. That way both of them will have a higher chance of attacking another ship. There are too many random factors at play to give the advantage to any one of them. That would be a very big mistake in my opinion. If you did that, the chances of earning maximal profit would be quite low. Temperance! Oh. Thank you for your opinion, Heileen. I smiled at Morgan at the same time, and the pirate stopped to say something. Who is that little girl, anyway? Yeah, and why is Morgan asking for her opinion? Everyone in the room laughed, and I couldn't help but feel hurt. Everyone shut up. All of them stopped laughing and stared at Morgan, most of them with mouths slightly open. Heileen's words are full of wisdom, and everything she said just now will be my answer on the matter. There was a long pause, as every pirate in the room started muttering over what I'd said. Then, after what felt like an eternity, most of them finally agreed with my suggestion. Phew, glad to know I didn't mess anything up. As we made our way back to the ship, Juliet suddenly came over to walk beside me. You did a fairly good job in there. Perhaps I did underestimate you after all. It wasn't much of a compliment. Coming out from someone like Juliet, that was pretty high praise. So thanks. Juliet scoffed and ignored me for the rest of the trip. Woo! Work out hard. Navigation. Look at. The food tastes great in Belay. I even want seconds. Thank you. I did my best with it. What meat is this? It's really good. It's game. I hunted myself. It really is good meat, but I wonder how Marie will find all of this, being a vegetarian. She most likely stare at the meat in horror and refuse to eat it. Sighs. Marie, I miss you so much. When will I get to see you again? Do not worry, Heileen. We will find all of your friends soon, including your beloved Marie. Thanks, Ibele. I continued eating, but after a few minutes I saw a pirate approach us. Is he here to bother Ibele and Robert again? Heileen? Yes. Please go to Morgan's cabin once you finish your meal. Okay. The pirate left without another word. What was that all about? I'm not sure. I see. Well, you should finish your food quickly. You don't want to keep Morgan waiting. You're right. I finished eating. Thanks to Ibele for the meal and left for Morgan's cabin. When I arrived, the door was already open, so I invited myself in. Upon entering, I couldn't help but notice two new pirate outfits on the table. Gosh, are these for Ibele and Robert? They're beautiful. Satisfied, Morgan appeared from the corner of the room, a warm smile on his face. Of course I am, they're perfect. Filled with glee, I jumped in Morgan's direction and gave him a big hug. Heileen? Oops, I might have shown too much gratitude. I felt myself blush, but thankfully managed to recompose myself. I'm so sorry for that. I was just so glad that I felt like saying thanks wasn't enough. Don't worry. It's the proper reward of what you did for me at the Pirate Cove. Now go ahead and give them to your friends. I'm sure you're itching to see them wear the new finery. I will, thanks Morgan. I grabbed the clothes and took them to Ibele and Robert. Ibele, Robert, come here. What is it? Here, try these on. I handed Ibele and Robert their respective clothing. Are these new outfits? Where you get these? Where did you get these, dear? Robert's eyes widened and he happily nodded, grateful for Ibele's assistance. In English had improved greatly, although sometimes he omitted a word here or there. Their new outfits from Morgan. Now go ahead and try them on. Their faces lit up with glee and both of them went to their cabin. A few minutes later they came out sporting their new attire. Wow, you guys look great. So you got these from Morgan, right? Yes, and I already thanked him for it. Should we go to his cabin and thank him too? Yes, let's go. I'll go with you. Okay. The bear Robert and I made our way to Morgan's cabin. Once we got to his door, we knocked on it a few times. Morgan opened it and looked at the bear Robert like I was seeing them for the first time in his life. Whoa, you sure didn't waste any time putting them on. Laughing, we must have been too excited anyway. We came here to thank you. Yes, we feel less cold now thanks to you. No problem, you guys should be hacking Heileen, not me. She was the one who persuaded me to give you guys new clothes. He barely held me around. Robert gently patted me on the head. Thank you so much, Heileen. You really are so kind. Please guys, you don't have to do this. You deserve those clothes. Anyway, I'm glad they're on the right size for both of you. Yes, they are perfect. We should go to stop disturbing. Oh yes, you're right, I still have work to do. Please listen to me. Morgan closed the door and the three of us left for our respective cabins. Kindness. On the way back to our cabins, every fire we met saluted us. I knew it, thanks to these new outfits, both the Beeley and Robert have finally been accepted by the rest of the crew. Let's have a look. And you can't romance Robert. The rest. I was about to get to my workplace when... Where are you going, Birdie? I'm going to colony to do... You're not going anywhere. But... What? But Morgan said... You're leaving. Already? We're pirates, what do you think? We spend lots of time on the sea. Besides, isn't it you who wanted to look out for your missing friends all around nearby islands? Yes, you're right. 3 days left and I'll return to my cabin. What's that face, Heileen? I wanted to improve my skills, learn new things, but I can't because we need to sail again. Don't worry, we'll visit another colony soon, and you'll be able to resume your favourite job, and maybe find more of your missing friends. You should get used to it though. Until we've found all the others, we'll move rather frequently. I see. And since while on board you can only improve your basic skills, it's wise to do the colony activities only when you're stationing one to avoid losing time. Whilst that depends on your strategy. You're free to do what you want, of course. Alright, let's see what I can do instead today. Navigation. Breakthrough. We see that message. It means that today you did exceptionally well and learned a lot. It happens rarely, but when it does, you get a big boost in your skill. Keep a logbook, keep a logbook. Read the books, read the books, read the books, read the books. Ah, what a beautiful sunset. Are my friends watching this right now? Are they too busy to watch? Too busy trying to survive? Hey. I whipped my head around to see who was behind me. Hello, Morgan. So, what are you doing? Just admiring the sunset. Is something worrying you? You look well down. Even if I was feeling down, I still managed to give him a smile. I don't know why, but I feel sort of happy whenever he's here worrying for me. It's nothing. Come on, you can tell me. It's just that I miss my friends so much. I really want to see them again. I see. Well, it makes me feel bad to say this, but no one from the colony Port Royal has seen any shipwreck survivors. Don't worry, even if it is the biggest colony of the archipelago, there's still a lot of smaller islands around here that we can check. We did find Black, so it's likely we'll find your other friends in that area as well. I've set a route that will reach all the current known islands. This way. If they're still alive, we will find them. Thank you, Morgan. Don't mention it. Anyways, what are your friends like? You really want to know? Yes. Well, I spent almost the whole evening telling him stories about my friends, and he listened to every word I said. Wow, they all sound very interesting. Really, I'm glad I didn't bore you with all my stories. Talking to you is anything but boring. Does that mean he likes talking to me? Why do I feel myself blushing? He's just being friendly, that's all. Who do you miss the most? What? Which one of your friends do you miss the most? Well, all of them. Laughing. I understand that you want to see all of them. There's got to be someone special you miss more than the rest. Each and every one of us has their preferences. Well, I have to agree with you on that one. So who is it? It's Marie. I have to admit it. She really likes to test my patience sometimes. But now I feel lonely whenever I think of her not being with me. I remember her. She's quite demanding, isn't she? I can imagine the amount of patience you'll need in order to keep a friend like her. Hey, do you remember the time I gave her a flower? Oh, that. Morgan looked away like I didn't want to talk about it. Please tell me more about it. I am her friend after all. That flower wasn't for her. I actually wanted to give it to you. I was too shy to approach you directly, so I decided to give it to your best friend, hoping for a chance to get close to you. If that flower is meant for you, does that mean he'd liked me when we were kids? It's kind of embarrassing to say this, but I wanted it closer to you so that it would be easier to steal your money. Oh, I see. Well, that was kind of a letdown. Hey, I'm sorry for that, but it doesn't really matter anymore, Morgan. You're happy now, I already forgave you years and years ago. So you don't have to apologise. Thank you, Heileen. Don't mention it. Patience! It's getting dark out, Heileen. Maybe you should get some rest. Oh yeah, thanks for talking with Morgan. I feel much better now. No problem. Good night, Heileen. Good night. Oh my lord. Damn, I feel like being a kitchen girl. Feel like being a kitchen girl. Yeah, I feel like a kitchen girl. I can read books. Breakthrough when I read the books. I can keep the logbook. Keep the fucking logbook. Keep navigation. Read the books again. Read. Navigation. Logbook. Breakthrough. Read the books. Navigation. I just finished eating supper and that. Now I was taking a walk with Belly. Huh? Why does she look so tense? Is something wrong, Belly? It's Robert. He went out hunting this morning and he hasn't come back yet. I'm getting worried. Don't worry, haven't you told me yourself that Robert is an excellent hunter? I'm sure he's fine. Billy and I waited for an hour, then 2 hours, then 3. There's still no sign of Robert. Where on earth did he go? Oh no! What if something bad happened to him? Billy must have been thinking the same thing because she started sobbing. Heileen, what if he's hurt? No one else out there to help him. Wild animals, but don't say that, Billy. Wait here, I know how to take care of this. No, I'll go with you. Billy and I hurriedly made our way to Morgan's cabin. But when we arrived, Juliet was standing in front of the door like some kind of guard. Can we come in? No. Wow, straightforward as always. Why? Morgan is busy talking with some of the other crew. You must not disturb him for any reason. But, no buts, just go. Robert could be in danger, and now I was trying to reason with this cold woman. What should I do? Give up on Juliet and wait some more. Persuading Juliet to let us probably end up like persuading a drunkard to stop drinking. It'd be hard and ultimately a waste of effort. I guess I'm out of options. I'm so happy, Bailey, but all we can do is wait. Heileen, how am I supposed to keep waiting? It's been hours. There's no other solution. We just stop being so lazy. Here, take my hand. We'll look for Robert together. Billy, you're coming with me. End of discussion. Wait, you will not stop us. Juliet laughed, and I couldn't help but feel annoyed. If she didn't want to be helpful, then fine. But did she really have to laugh at us? If you guys go alone, then soon there'll be 3 people missing instead of just 1. Have you forgotten? Heileen and I lived alone on a desert island for almost a year. Yeah, but what was with you? You managed to survive because of his skills. Are you questioning my skills? Yeah, maybe I have. Got a problem with that? Oh no, they're arguing again. Both of them stepped forward and pulled each other like they're about to fight. Abile stood at the ready, then started moving her hands like a cat, ready to scratch Juliet's face. Guys, are we going to look for Robert or not? I ignored my pathetic attempt to change the subject, and I noticed Juliet reaching for a scabbard, preparing to brandish her sword. Afraid of what could happen next, I decided to jump between them. Get away, Heileen. I might hurt you. Out of my way, Birdie. Amelia, let go. You're wasting your time with her. Amelia put hands down, but she never stopped glaring at Juliet. Well, as long as she's not in a fighting stance, everything should be fine. We can't go alone, Amelia. Robert is a very strong man and a skilled hunter. If something did happen to him, then something bound to happen to us as well. Amelia nodded slowly and I turned to Juliet. Is there any way you can help us? Anything will do. Juliet paused for a moment, and then she nodded. I'll help. I'll go with you. Juliet called 2 men over, and she told all of us to get into a small boat. We started searching the instant we arrived on land, but after 7 hours, I haven't found a single thing. We were about to give up, and Juliet noticed something. Look over there. Juliet pointed to a small hut in the middle of the forest. Inside the hut was light. All of us ran towards the direction of the light, but Ebina was the fastest amongst us and reached it first. She was just about to open the door when Juliet stopped her. Hey, don't just open that. Wait for my signal. Don't tell me what to do. Fine, so be it. If you find yourself injured or caught by a native, don't say I didn't warn you. Ebina rolls her eyes and opened the door. Inside we found Robert drinking some rum with a big and scary looking man. Wait, that scary man it's Jack. Just Jack. Ebina screamed something in their native language and slapped Robert. A drunken dazed Robert widened his eyes in surprise but didn't know what was happening. looked out of the window, then back at us. Sorry, I forgot time. Didn't know it was already dark out. Stupid. I was worried. The beater continued to shout over Robert's constant apologies, but I was too busy looking at Jack to notice him much. He was the man that saved me when I was a kid. He also saved me from Elias when I was still on the ship. I honestly didn't know if I should be grateful for running into him again or not, though. His rude manners and rough look still scared me. Jack tried to approach us, but Juliet stopped him. Halt, don't come any closer. He ignored us as she prepared to draw her sword. No, Juliet, he's our friend. I see that maybe, but I'm still on my guard. Thank goodness, Heileen, I'm so happy to see you, and that Abele and Robert are safe. Yeah, you too, Jack. Nice to see you again. Jack smiled at that, but the moment he turned to look at Juliet, he frowned. I'm not so happy to see you again, though. Do you guys know each other? This brute before he used to work with Morgan. I found him just a few weeks before we found your guys. We immediately saw his potential and given his strength, but the fool refused to join us. I don't want to use my strength to harm anyone. I only want to use it for building. I built this hut, and I'm even helping some missionaries rebuild a nearby village. I see Heileen is with me now. If Heileen wants me to, I guess I can join you. I finally tossed my feelings of fear aside, ran into Jack and gave him a hug. Welcome aboard, Jack. Jack and I looked surprised at him, then he smiled and patted me on the head. No one even bothered to ask me, is Heileen the new captain now? A few hours later, after we finally got back on the ship, Morgan approached us. Where have you been? Why don't you tell me you're going to leave? Don't you know how dark it is? Morgan stopped talking the moment he noticed Jack. I don't mean to be rude. What on earth are you doing here? I thought you refused to join us. I've changed my mind. I'll follow you, but I will not fight unless it's in self-defense. I see. Well, alright then. I'm sure you'll be able to in other ways, like if we need woodcutting or carpentry work done. Oh, the ship is moving. We're leaving this colony already. Wow, better think of what to do on board for the trip duration then. Give her a rest. Okay. Look out. Do this look out. Do this look out. Do this look out, baby. Read your book. Read your book. Read your book. Read your book. Keep a logbook. Keep your logbook. I don't feel so good. I'm actually a little dizzy. Should I go look for Abele and Robert? I'm sure that Abele would have a remedy for this. Where exactly are they? My head is starting to spin. I don't think I can look for them any longer. I feel very warm all of a sudden. Where am I? I opened my eyes and saw that I was lying in my cabin bed. Morgan, Juliet and Jack were all standing around the bed watching me. What happened? Jack found you on the ground, so he decided to take you here. He's asked me to come and check on you. Are you alright? I think so. No, you're not. You have a fever and you need to get some rest. Oh, so that explains why I was dizzy. I thought I was just a little seasick. I looked at all of their faces. Juliet was wearing her unusual annoyed expression, while both Jack and Morgan looked worried. In fact, Morgan looked really concerned about me. Bah, you really are dead. Oh, dead weight. Maybe we should just throw you to the sharks. You're making her feel even worse, Juliet. I was kidding. That's not very nice. Sarcasm, bitch. Even if I was sick, I couldn't help but feel happy to know that Morgan was here, worried for me, and prepared to defend me from Juliet. Jack grinned and gave Juliet a mocking look. Juliet, embarrassed by Morgan's actions, left the room. Anyway, Heileen, we're sailing to this colony nearby that has a very skilled medic. His name is Dr. Sale. He should be able to bring you back to health in no time. Thank you. No problem. I get some rest, Heileen. Okay. Morgan left the room and I fell asleep. The name Sale spinning in my mind. The name sounded so familiar, but I couldn't think of why. Next morning, Juliet, Jack and Bina and I went to the store, then to a house with a long queue of people in front of it. All of them were come to get a cure from Dr. Sale. Wow, this Dr. Sale must be a really good medic. Just look at this long people, and the people eager to be cured by him. Yeah, he's a skilled medical, right, but I wonder, why do I have to come to you here? I've already got Jack and Ibina. Why did Morgan ask me to tag along with you? Do you really need that many bodyguards? Juliet rambled on and on about how she was not supposed to be here, and I noticed Ibina smiling behind me, whispering, "It's funny how this woman complains so much about her duties. Shush, Ibina, she might hear you." No, she won't. She's too busy carrying on to notice, I think. Hours passed, and finally it was my turn. Ibina, Jack and Juliet stayed outside while I entered Dr. Sale's hut. Upon entering, I saw someone that I definitely never wanted to. Heileen, is that you? You're Dr. Sale? Ah, yes I am. Yeah, get away from me. I stared at a man who used to be an elegant doctor. It's obvious that all of his riches were now gone, and he even seemed to have a different look in his eyes. Why did you scream? Is everything okay? Jack, Ibina and Juliet entered the hut, all of them looking confused. The moment Jack saw the doctor, his eyebrows furrowed and he scowled. "Oh, please hear me out, Heileen. I truly am sorry for my behaviour back on the ship. I assure you I'm a changed man now. I almost died in that shipwreck, but I was rescued by some of the natives here. My death experience changed my life. I know I work for very little payment to assist the local people who helping to cure their diseases. I got the feeling he was telling the truth, and what we saw here definitely backed up his words. Come with me." Juliet pulled me out to the house, where we were closely followed by Jack and Milo. Once we were outside, Juliet looked behind her to see if Elias or anyone followed us. When she was sure that no one was within earshot, she turned to me. "A medic like him could be useful to have aboard. I think he should come with us." "No, I'm not convinced by his pathetic lies, and I don't trust him. What do you think, Heileen? I'll go talk with him. Just the two of us, and see if he really has changed. You guys wait out here. If I get in trouble, I'll call for you." I went back inside, and Elias smiled at me and started tending to me and asking how I felt. He seemed very kind and everything was going well when, "Please lift your shirt, Heileen." "What?" "Lift your shirt, I need to listen to your breathing." I hesitated for a moment because I still remember the time he tried to get me drunk. A lot of times has passed since then, I don't know what I did in those days. Ask him about that time on the ship. "Do you remember the time on the ship when we had that party?" Elias blushed. "I apologise for that, but I'm a very different man now, Heileen. I have a purpose, and I don't want to get distracted by women anymore. I need to save as many lives as possible." "Good." I'm pleased with what Elias said, but I think he's a bit weird with this mission he thinks he has. It is definitely an improvement over how he used to be, though. "It seems that you only have mild fever. If you rest for a few days, you should be fine." "Thanks. Heileen, just one more thing. Well, I don't want money for myself. I would appreciate it if you give something to the colony. You can put your donation in there." He pointed in the nearby box. "Now, excuse me while I go wash my hands." Donate. I decided to put a good amount of money into the charity. Charity! Wow, the box is almost full. It's nice to know that there's so many generous people around. After Elias came back from washing his hands, he told me that I could go. I went outside and told everyone that his reform seemed genuine. He really is a no different man now, so he should be safe. "I see. Well then, we should let the doctor join us, Your Majesty? I think I'll join." I turned around and see that Elias was standing behind me. He's let me join Honey, and if I come with you, we'll be able to make stops to different colleges to help a lot of people that can't just staying here. Of course, Elias, thank you. Elias went back to set up packs and other stuff. After a few moments came out, said his goodbyes to local natives, and all 5 of us finally went back to the ship. Once we got back, Morgan welcomed Elias with a hearty handshake, and it's right there for today. How was that? Did you enjoy? Please comment, subscribe, do whatever you want. Just be a random peeker and just sleep on them, peek on these videos if you want to subscribe. Okay, that is everything then for today. See you later, have a lovely rest of the day. Bye now.